Recording. Okay. Hello everyone and welcome back to the NZ Empire. And today, we
Hello,
are doing...
listeners.
Shut up. Doing something a little different.
Yes, we are, aren't we?
Shut up. This is a new series called...
Let's drone on.
And the goal of this series is to drone on and on and on and on, never letting anyone else get a word in edgeways until we start frothing at the mouth and falling over backwards.
Is he falling over backwards to froth at the mouth, or frothing at the mouth to fall over backwards? Tonight on It's the Mind we examine the phenomenon of deja vu, the strange feeling you get that you've lived through something before.
And the joke died 2 seconds ago.
Wasn't my fault.
Shut up. Okay. Now, the role of this series is, if the title's gone anything, it's a podcasty, let's play style series where we're going to... Well, what are we going to do?
We're going to play a very boring game.
No, we're not.
Well, we play a game.
Yeah, we're going to play a
boring
game.
or otherwise.
Oh,
And once we've exhausted all there is to say
I'm
about
going to shoot
the
this
game...
hawk. Damn it, I missed. Hold on, I'm trying to get this hawk. Okay.
Good luck. You're the worst shot in the West.
Ah!
That's so unrealistic. When a bird falls down, its wings don't stay spread out like that. But boo! 0 stars.
Shut up, you're an idiot. You haven't even played this game. Whoa! Did you see that?
See what?
That was awesome. There was this dude, like, standing by this cactus, right? And then he moonwalked into the thing, into that wall there, teleported through the wall into the church, and then flew out the back again.
Okay, I didn't see that. Now
That was awesome. I should show you that in the record when we're finished.
You're probably ruining the record like really early in. You haven't even started yet.
We started ages ago.
Oh yes.
Okay, now, what are we doing? Well, okay, I should explain what we're doing realistically. Concord, I will need you to slow down.
Concord.
Yeah, every horse I have in a game, it's called Concord.
So is it going to crash somewhere and go at the speed of sound?
No, it goes at the speed of sound. Okay, the idea of this is, for today, is we are going to ride a scenic tour of Mexico. We're going to go all the way around. This is Red Dead Redemption, by the way, but anyone who's played this game would have figured that out 20 years ago. We're going to go ride all the way around, going to go around, up through, all the way around Mexico. Then we're going to illegally cross the border into America. Then we're going to hide and get ourselves a visa. And then we're going to go up and around and all the way through, all the way around here. Back round.
You're moving too fast. No one can tell what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. Back round, up through. Anyway, we don't want to give the audience too much, do we? Up round, back through America.
Implying anyone's ever going to see this.
Well, I'm going to see it when I edit it. And I have 6 subscribers, so you know one of them might bother to watch it.
One of them.
Well, okay. Right, let's go.
Okay, so, Red Dead Redemption. When was it released?
I think this Red Dead Redemption is probably... Get the box.
Get the box!
I think
We're so poor, we don't even research our different things we...
Well, the thing is, I played this game... I bought this game when I was 15. I'm 20 now, so it's 5 years ago. So it's 2010?
Yes, 2010. It was made in 2010.
2010, and...
2010. Is that 2010?
That's 2010.
2010. That's
2010.
the way you're supposed to say it.
I don't care what people think I'm supposed to say. I do what I do. And anyone has a problem with it, tough.
You know, you don't have to run your horse ragged.
I'm not running my horse ragged. The stamina bar is the little blue bar down there. If I was running him Concord ragged, I would just constantly tap X. I'm holding X, so he's actually going, you know, at a reasonable speed.
You know, you're a guy, and you're playing a girl.
Yeah, it's a rule. It's a voodoo curse that was put on me. Actually, I've always been meaning to explain it. No one's ever bothered to ask me, but...
Of course I'm not going to ask you. You don't have anyone to ask.
Well, no. I don't have any friends. In fact, I don't even know why you're here. But we won't go into this. But in primary school, it was explained to me by a friend of mine that you should always play as a female character for some stupid reason. And then him and I took it into a sort of a... I wouldn't say a cult following, but it's kind of an in-joke between us that we'd always play female characters. And then when I discovered, like, Red Dead Redemption and games where you could play female characters in an open world thing, it found it more amusing because people would bitch at the fact that how the hell did the chick manage to, like, you know, kill them or snipe them, and it was more insulting to them. So I stuck with it on that reason because I felt it was more funny. I ain't fighting your bandits. Bandits can do whatever they want. I don't care.
You're such an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
Well, what? You want me to go in there and murder them?
But, okay, no. I can't be bothered.
Tell you what, I'll go into the next town and notify local law enforcement.
Yes. Don't forget to do it in writing.
Oh,
In
in triplicate,
triplicates.
yes, of course. So, yeah, this is Red Dead Redemption. As I've stated, it's probably... It will definitely go on my Superstar Tag Team top 7, top 10... No, I'd say definitely top 7 list.
It's just a rip-off of every good cowboy movie.
No, this is awesome.
The main
Anyway,
character, John
rip-off.
Marston, he's just a walking series of cowboy
Talk towards the mic.
cliches.
You're talking away from the mic.
I'm not talking away from the mic.
There you go. You're talking into the mic now. And no, he's not. Okay, give me the definition of the cowboy stereotype. Go on.
The gruff man with the guns who goes around killing shit in the West, who's usually got beard or stubble and a hat. Come on, John Marston looks like the man with no name from Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
No, I wouldn't say that. And I'm kind of wondering where your stereotype comes from exactly.
Because I watch a hell of a lot of cowboy movies.
Nah.
I don't into cowboy movies.
I don't really believe that he's a stereotype, because if you actually play the game, he's a lot more complicated than your standard meathead sort of cowboy.
He is a lot more complicated, but he still looks and acts like every cowboy you've ever seen.
Looks, yes. Acts, no, because a lot of how he acts actually is up to the player. And while I know a lot of people, I'm going into the police station, by the way.
Is this a police station?
Yeah, look, there's a cops outside.
Good grief.
See, cop there. Oh wait, no, this isn't the police station. Sorry, this is where I usually go to start rampages.
Oh yay!
There's a thing on the roof that allows you to get to the roof, so it's quite heavily entrenched in my head to go up there. This is the police station, and you cannot get into it unless you glitch into it. And a hint, actually, just by the by, I know we're supposed to be doing podcasty stuff, but screw you. This is my own rules. I don't care what you guys think.
My rules are my.
There are no rules on the battlefield.
Well, actually, there are.
And they're not.
Usually called the Geneva Convention.
How many people acknowledge it? I love how there's a prostitute, like this lady's a prostitute, on the top of the police station. Like, wow. If you stand here like that, and you get a buddy here to throw a fire bottle at you, you glitch inside the police station, and then from there, you throw a stick of dynamite just by your feet, and you blow yourself out. You become immortal. You become instantly indestructible. It's such a bullshit cheese tactic, but I've seen it used so many times. I got taught how to use it myself by a friend of mine who used to play this game. Right, back on our scenic tour. Come along, Concord.
He steals from the poor and gives to the rich. Stupid bitch.
Yes, we all appreciate your Monty Python reference. Alright, no, we don't want to follow the train.
We started this with a Monty Python reference. We usually have endless Monty Python references, or Blackadder references, or Red Dwarf references.
I was going to say, you were missing out the Red Dwarf references. Jeez.
I'm not going to miss out the Red Dwarf references.
Well, I suppose we should sort of... I suppose we should talk a bit more about the game, I suppose, just before we move on.
The problem is that I didn't know we were going to do this game, so I didn't even research. Otherwise, I'd bought a piece of paper with every single fact about this game.
Well, that's what I like. I'm throwing you a curveball. You know, in the terms of like gaming news, is I don't bother to keep up with it because I'm lazy, and I don't overly care. We don't do the gaming
news until we finish talking about the game.
Yeah, but in regards of that, you know, you know all about the gaming news because you keep in touch with that, and I don't bother. Whereas in this situation, I know all about the game and you don't. So
Did
see,
you go on
it's
Wikipedia
balanced.
and see its rating on IGN?
What, this game?
Yeah.
No.
So you don't know everything there is.
Well, I know it was nominated for quite a few Game of the Year awards, and it's actually very well popular, and a lot of people still play it, actually, surprisingly. But I very much love this game. Back in the day, me and friends used to run around online as a posse all the time. Used to take on other gangs, do gang hideouts. Had a jolly lot of fun, and that's what I like about this game.
What a jolly lot of fun we all have.
Yes, indeed, good chap. Yes, indeed. It's just an amazing, fun sandbox sort of game where you can do.
Fun is a buzzword. Fun doesn't exist.
Shut up. Fun exists.
Fun's a horrible game maker. We're gonna do one of their games later.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well, of course we're gonna do it.
No, I don't understand what the reference was, so I thought you said this game wasn't fun, and I was about to argue and say, no, this game is fun, and then it turned out you were talking about something else.
Yes, something else. You can look forward to it, listeners. It's a game that is absolutely...
Well, I don't even think they truly know what we're doing right now. So, let's just say Red Dead Redemption goes on my Definitely on my top 10, probably in my top 7 of best games of all time tag team. A lot of fun, and I highly recommend you pick it up and play it. The campaign is good, it's enough to keep you, you know, enthralled. There's so many side mini games and things you can do.
You've already said this all, haven't you?
Probably. I
Probably.
repeat myself a lot in my videos, but,
Well,
you know...
You're not repeating yourself now, because I'm here.
Shut
and
up.
I can keep you honest.
Honest? I am honest. More honest than you.
That's a lie. Actually,
It
it's
is.
the truth.
Haha! It's the truth. Oh, sorry, Concord. Okay. So, I suppose with the game being established, we should supposedly carry on with this gimmick and go into the news, I suppose.
News! Fortunately, I have a piece of paper which is covered in news. So, let us...
Well, it's actually covered in writing.
the
Made out of
news is
pen.
in the writing.
No, it's a bunch of letters.
Please do not be a literary critic. I don't need a literary critic. Those people are insufferable.
Alright,
Never
Concord.
read David Harlan. He is designed
Look at
to
this.
screw
Look how
you.
beautiful and cinematic this game is. Just look at this view of Mexico.
Boo! Needs more skyscrapers.
Shut up. You're a moron.
Boo! Needs more illegal immigrants.
What?
Boo! Needs more Mexicans.
This is Mexico. It's full of me. Oh my god. Okay.
I'm
Just-
quoting Fox News, of course.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, a
They're
deer.
trying to
it's a
destroy
goat.
America by sneaking into America. They're evil.
Sure, Mr. Republican. Alright, let's carry on.
I prefer to vote for the Democrats anyway. I'm not even American.
No, we're
Oh.
not. We're New Zealanders. We vote for National Labour, the Greens, ACT.
I voted for legalized cannabis.
Oh my god, you may as well just wait if not bothered. I at least voted for a real political party.
Legalized cannabis are a real political party.
No, they're not.
They have good motives.
What is their policy apart from legalized cannabis? Seriously.
Nothing.
What's their
Absolutely.
national defense policy? What's their immigration policy?
National
Financial
defense
policy?
Oh, national defense policy. Give the enemy some weed. What was the other policies? Financial policy. Make money from weed.
Healthcare.
Weed will cure everything.
Yeah.
It does.
I'd
really,
rather
it
vote
does.
for a real political
me.
party. Okay.
It will take away the pain and make you feel good.
Right. Right. Carrying on our tour of
Okay.
Mexico. What's on the news?
The news, most of this is actually from 2 weeks ago because I haven't bothered to update it. But the top piece of news is that Destiny is officially 2014's Game of the Year, beating out the likes of Alien Isolation and Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor.
A, that your news is dated, which will date this video. And
The
B...
video's already dated as it is.
Shut up. And B, I don't agree with that. I haven't played Destiny personally because it's what I class in any of my 6 subscribers will know, and if you watch my videos, as the forced co-op games. True co-op games where if you play them single player, you just shit out of luck. Which I would class as Borderlands and stuff like that. Games which are so heavily focused on the co-op feature that single player isn't fun. So it's probably why I never played it. And I personally, it looks like a really awkward hybrid from what our gameplay videos and
You know
trailers
how
and
much
stuff I've
Destiny
seen.
cost to make?
How much, actually? I'm interested to know.
500 million.
What the hell?
It's the most expensive video game ever made.
Really?
Really.
And they've only like 3/4 made it.
Well, they've made it, they just haven't released all of it, have they?
Hmm.
But
Yeah, I
seriously,
don't agree with that, because I don't think it's Game of the Year material.
I don't
Because,
think
A,
Game of
it's
the
not
Material either.
fully finished, which instantly raises a red flag. B, from people I know who actually play it, apparently it's not even that amazing. And C, it just doesn't seem, honestly, like, blowing you away sort of
Well, it
material.
doesn't have a satisfying beginning, middle, or an end.
Yeah, it doesn't have a, like, games like, I think Red Dead Redemption was a Game of the Year, Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Asylum.
No, Asylum wasn't. Was City? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Asylum, no. City, it
City
was
lost out to Skyrim.
just. I think it was, like,
Asylum
really
Game of
close.
the Year, though.
Thing is, I would actually, like, for the Arkham City versus Skyrim debate, I would honestly think that was actually a legitimate thing, because I love both games, and I can totally understand why one would be Game of the Year over the other.
Well, the same thing in terms of movies. I saw Birdman and 12 Boyhood, and they were both really good, but I'm actually glad that Birdman won out. I thought
Yeah.
It was really awesome.
So I can kind of understand that, but games like that, there's actually a bit more than like Skyrim. It is an open world sandbox fucky about sort of game, but there's if you want to actually knuckle down to it and not put buckets over shopkeepers' heads and uppercut wolves, there's actually campaign, there's actually story, there are actually things to do if you want to get serious with it. And Arkham City is just an amazing story-based game, which, as I said, goes in second place on my best games of all time list.
What's your first?
Saints Row the Third.
Saints Row 3. Is it because of that big purple dildo?
No.
I knew it was a big purple dildo.
No.
It's always that fucking dildo. It's too big.
You don't actually play the game, so you don't know. The reason I put Saints Row the Third there is because if I put the Saints Row series individually on my games of the year, like the best games ever, they would take up the first 3 spots. So I put Saints Row Third as a benchmark at the top, as it represents all of the Saints Row games. In order of 3, 4, and 2. I played 3 before I played 2, and I found 2 very jarringly bad shift of tone. Like, for example, I won't spoil too much in case you want to play the game, but your character does some...
Yeah, the whole point is like to spoil everything.
Alright, and fuck you audience, I'm going to spoil shit. You lock a gang member's girlfriend, like an enemy gang member's girlfriend, in a car, and you trick the gang member into running it over. One of your gang members gets dragged along the ground, and his face gets like torn off as he's dragged behind the 4-wheel drive.
That's actually kind of
and you end up shooting him in the head, like to put him out of his misery. And it's brutal and it's dark, and it's not what I'd put with a Saints Row game. Now, areas where you can spray shit on the wallpaper, or you spray shit on walls, and all that stuff is a lot of fun, and that's what I characterize as a Saints Row game. But the bizarringly jarring shifts of tone in Saints Row 2 is why I would class it as the least of my favourite of that series.
You know, what were we talking? Oh, you were talking about Destiny being Game of the Year, weren't we?
Well, it's just... well, we can summarise that. Shouldn't be Game of the Year, it's crap. I personally haven't played it, but I don't have any desire to. End
It's
of
always
story.
grinding. It's the grinder's game, pretty much.
Oh yes, I brought you up here to look at this.
It's in...
Maxim
Vickers?
gun.
Oh, it looks like a Vickers.
Yeah, it's 1911, and there was a machine gun in Mexico. Incidentally, this is a great place to start rampages, because you get on that machine gun, and you have one guy covering the back door, and no one, like, the cops can't touch you. In fact, I think we depopulated the entire Mexican police force one time, me and some friends hiding out on that roof.
And then the
'Cause there was
people
a
flood across the board.
Because there's actually a finite amount of cops in this game we didn't discover until we tried it. We actually attacked Armadillo, which is a town we will go through on our scenic journey of Red Dead Redemption. And we actually depopulated all the cops. Like, the cops stopped coming.
Yeah.
And we were just like, oh. So we had to find a new town to depopulate.
Oh dear.
Yes, we were horrible, horrible people back then.
And you still are.
Of course, it's a video game. If I wasn't, then I'd be a girl.
You are a girl.
Shut up.
Right. Next piece of news. Titanfall 2 is coming to PS4.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Improvement over the original.
You mean they're actually going to add a campaign?
They're going to have more than just... yes. There's a problem. There's too many games that don't have campaigns anymore. I mean, Titanfall, Evolve, none of them actually have a campaign.
And the campaigns, even that they do have, are pretty, like, for example, Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Though I do like Battlefield 3, as I've stated in my Battlefield 3 retrospective video.
Obvious plug.
Shut up. They have a crap campaign, and the campaign only exists to set up the multiplayer, which I don't like. You should at least have a decent campaign in your games. Like, at least with Call of Duty, which I think is, well, lately I think has become garbage. They at least make a statement to at least attempt a campaign. Whereas Battlefield and a lot of modern games don't even bother. So it's kind of sad.
Okay.
So, yeah, I probably won't play Titanfall if it comes to PS4, just because it doesn't seem like my type of game. Once again, it's a co-op, heavily focused co-op game, and I'm a friendless loser that plays by myself. Which is another reason why I've never, though I really want to play it, I've never actually bought Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, because I'd love to play it, because it looks amazing and a lot of fun, but it's a co-op focused game, and I'm just me. So,
and you completely forget that I could play games with you.
You don't have a PlayStation, though.
PC Master Race.
Shut up. PC's annoying.
PC's good.
Every time I have to get Steam to update itself.
Steam doesn't update itself that often, trust me.
Nah. I just prefer consoles because I like... What I do is I sit down
consoles
here
are fun to play
and I
stuff
just
with.
play a game
But
and I
PC
have a
can do
music in the background, or as
everything.
I'm editing or uploading a file or something in the background, I can just jump on Skyrim or Red Dead Redemption or Sly or any of those games and just play.
That's true, but the one thing about PC is you can do everything with it. PC is the cause and solution to all life's problems, like beer and weed.
Okay, not going to bother with that. Also,
Alright, next piece of news. Rock Band 4. And I put the note, never heard of it.
Rock Band.
I don't know. It was on IGN and Kotaku, so I had to
Man,
include it here.
Wait, just quickly. This is the main Mexican Army border fort. Look, it's got cannon that you can actually use, and Gatling guns,
That'd be fun
and a
to
Mexican
just
flag.
use.
Yeah, if you're playing a multiplayer, like a open server, you will always find one gang that will set up in that fort and just shoot other gangs and players as they walk by. Kind of an asshole thing to do, really.
Okay, what's my...
Also, in regards to Rock Band is like SingStar, except you've got plastic guitars and you've got the whole band. That's what it is.
Says you, recording on a SingStar mic.
Shut up. It works. Besides, I've never gotten around to... I keep talking about how ghetto my recording setup is, and I really mean to show a live action thing of it. Because seriously, everything is jury-rigged. Like this, I actually I rewired...
He's not even lying.
I rewired this SingStar mic so I could actually record my videos because I couldn't be bothered. I'm too poor to afford an actual microphone.
And this is a SingStar mic that successfully recorded a high score on Tainted Love.
So it is actually. We're back in our PS2 games. I never used to play SingStar because...
I play it a lot. I was very good at doing Nirvana. I like Nirvana.
And Crowded House.
Well, there's only one Crowd House, and that was on one of the AU versions. Oh.
Oh, yes, we're in America now. Look how easy it was. Look how easy this border crossing was.
That's because the Republicans aren't here. If the Republicans were here, there'd be a giant wall of machine guns, and Rush Limbaugh would be behind us.
Sure.
Well,
Alright.
of course. Don't you watch Fox?
No, I don't. I don't actually watch the news anymore, believe it or not, audience. Because I find it too depressing and irritating. So I just don't bother.
Welcome,
it's just like, eh.
welcome to America, where a lying, cheating scoundrel can prosper, apparently.
Why do you think I'm like a level 45 in this game? Right.
Right, next piece of news. Uncharted 4 has been delayed to 2016. Apparently it's the final chapter.
Hooray! You can finally get rid of Nathan Drake, the smug git. I played all the Uncharted games. I own Uncharted 2 and 3 down there. And I've always liked them because they were a bit of cover-based shooting, mindless, you know, open bit of fun. But I hate Nathan Drake as a protagonist. I just find him unlikable and annoying. So, if they kill him off at the end, I won't be sad. And if it's the last game of the series, I won't be sad either. But the Uncharted games don't do anything new. But they do alright. They're mindless, average fun.
Okay, next on my list of news. Halo 5 teaser, featuring what looked like the guys from Red vs. Blue.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Well, the Master Chief and some other guy, Spartan, who was in blue armor, and I was just thinking immediately.
Probably not him.
Oh.
No, it won't be him, because there are other guys wearing blue armor, you know.
But it had the same helmet. I was like, please let it be Caboose. Please let it
No,
Team Kill Master Chief.
Really? The same helmet? It reminds me of the protagonist from Halo Reach wore the same armor as Caboose.
That's because they used the engine for Halo Reach.
Yes, I know, but I'm saying maybe it's
so
you. Maybe you're meeting the protagonist from Halo Reach. Who knows?
Maybe.
And the thing is, I've never played. I tell a lie. I played 10 minutes of Halo 2 back on an original Xbox at a friend's house, but I honestly have no opinion about it.
I played half of Halo 2 on an Xbox.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
That was a long
What's
time
it like?
ago. Good grief, it was years ago. It was like 2006.
Yeah.
What do I remember? I remember having fun being the arbiter.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay! I got good credentials.
Actually, in terms of gaming credentials, your credentials aside from RTSs are pretty shit. Let's be honest.
Well, it's not even RTSs, TBSs, just strategy games in general.
Yeah, you don't. You're the different armchair general.
Well, I am. I'm a historian in training. I'll have my degree soon.
You're a lazy, bludging uni student.
I'm not bludging uni students.
You are.
I do a lot of hard
All
work.
uni students are lazy, bludging students.
You're just copying what the person who's doing the original was beating us says.
Yeah, of course I am. I've got to get some form of copyright thing out of this, don't I?
Well, so what are you going to do? You're going to take this down when Yahtzee says, "Hey, oi, stop nicking my stuff."
Nah. Besides, I only have 6 subscribers. No one's going to see this aside from me when I edit it. Also, it's going to be really funny hearing your voice on the record, because...
My voice sounds horrible when it's recorded. It sounds absolutely like garbage.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I hate hearing my voice in recording because it makes me sound like a retard.
Yeah, oh well.
Of course that implies I wasn't a retard to begin with, but...
Right.
Hey.
Welcome to Blackwater, the main city in Red Dead Redemption.
Wow, it's got paving!
Hell yeah. This city's high class. Well, we don't allow any just common riffraff into this town. Look, it's got paving.
Paving!
And buildings. And bricks. And beaches.
Where's the FBI?
Oh, the FBI headquarters. This building.
Senor Pavel, I'm FBI.
Hello.
Lot of loyalty for a hired gun. Tell me about Marsden. Why does he wear the hats?
What?
If you
honestly,
take off the hat, will he die?
What?
It would be extremely painful.
What?
For you.
I'm confused. I'm just gonna ride out of the town. You confuse me.
All my fellow Bane posters, that was for you.
Oh, right. I actually honestly have no idea about forums or anything like that.
You're missing out. 4chan's amazing.
I would prefer to remain in my blind little ignorant world.
Yes, because you don't want to see the bestiality that seems to pop up on 4chan far too often.
Okay, don't want to know. Oh, look at the sun. Look how beautiful the sun is.
Ah, my eyes! Ah!
A, that won't be picked up. B, that you just blow out my buddy audio. And C, that was a massive overreaction.
But you were looking right at the sun. I mean, technically you should have been blinded.
Get back to the news.
So you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the
Get back to the news.
I've only got one more piece of news.
Or I'll
left.
shoot this bird.
You're gonna miss it, aren't you? Yes.
Of course I am.
Waste of bullets.
No, I'm
Final
not.
piece of news. Kojima may be leaving Konami. And
Who is that, and what is that?
Hideo Kojima.
Oh, the mad guy who makes Metal Gear.
Yes, he may be leaving Konami. Who are the people who make Metal Gear.
Ah.
Which will be very sad news, because I remember when we went to Fiji, we played Metal Gear Solid.
That's what it was! For years, I've been thinking, like, when we went to Fiji and we played on the original PS1, that game, I was thinking, what was that game we played? It was so
the original
weird.
Metal Gear.
Really?
The original Metal Gear Solid, sorry. Because it was Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid, and then a ton of sequels to Metal Gear Solid.
Okay, well, that solves
Metal
that
Gear
riddle.
Solid, Liquid Snake, Big Boss, Solid Snake. I'm surprised you didn't remember it.
Well, I was like,
You were
8.
sick. You were horribly sick. You spent
Yeah,
most of your time in Fiji vomiting.
Yeah, because we went to Fiji in the middle of summer, which is like...
It wasn't the middle of summer. If it was the middle of summer, we wouldn't have survived at all.
Well, I think it was like late summer, start of early autumn, and we got heat stroke and heat poisoning because we weren't, human beings are not really designed to go there.
That looks like the building from Wild.
This is Montezana Post, which...
It looks exactly the same as, a lot of those buildings still exist today, actually. The one from Wild. That's the movie that didn't win the Oscars.
Ah. Well, this is Tall Trees, where all the bears and, batshit evil stuff happens, so we're going to ignore this place.
Like Bigfoot. Everyone loves Bigfoot.
I shot him.
That makes me feel sad.
Well, to be fair, in the game, because it's the expansion patch of this Undead Nightmare where you fight zombies...
Yeah, fucking zombies. Everything!
Actually, it does a really decent job. Like, for the zombies in this game, they're slow, they're shambling, you can only get them with headshots.
Fucking zombies. Good grief. You know there's a new...
Hey! Stop ranting about zombies.
There's a new TV series called iZombie. It's got... What's her name? The lady who... The really attractive one who lived out in West Auckland.
I honestly have no idea. Pascal West? The girl...
No, it wasn't her. It was, she was one of the Power Rangers at one point.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. So we're just going to carry right on out.
That's because you didn't pay attention to relatively attractive blonde actresses from New Zealand.
No, I don't. I prefer redheads. Right, carrying on.
Gingers don't have souls, Rob.
Okay, sure, whatever. Right. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid. Kojima leaving it.
Well, I suppose I have a little bit of news. Well, not news, isn't just I keep up to date with things I'm interested in. So, Just Cause 3 is coming out. Apparently has been announced. They've got a pretty cool trailer with a decent soundtrack to it. I quite enjoyed.
You actually did research?
Yeah, I did actually a bit. I had a look at the new Star Wars Battlefront game, which I was really excited for, then I was miserable about, now I'm sort of excited about, again.
What happened to make you change your mind back to excited?
I saw that, it became back to miserable again. I saw some of the features they were doing, like they were adding all the old original maps, they were retuning some of the gameplay, adding different weapons and bits and pieces. And then I saw a really irritating thing that put me out of it again. Apparently certain game modes are only available to certain maps, which pisses me off, because in Star Wars Battlefront 2, which I love, is a great game.
You don't need to tell everyone I bought it for you, remember?
Yeah, but I bought it. I've got this version. I've been playing it before you did. Right.
You
can play all of the maps. You can play Conquest and Capture the Flag on. And then some of them have special maps after that. Like, you can play Hunt, you can play Assault, you can play stuff like that. But apparently, you can only do, in the new one, from what I've heard, you can only do Conquest on certain maps. You can only do Capture the Flag on certain maps. And that pisses me off.
Well, it might work out.
No, I just resent that idea.
You know, I played the original, Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, I played that.
I played that back in the day, so you can't say I have no knowledge.
Yeah, but you don't really play FPSs.
No,
you don't play shooters. you sort of play it for like 10 minutes, get your shit handed to you, and then give up.
No, I get you to do it for me.
Exactly. Incidentally, so just on the Star Wars Battlefront 2 rant, such a funny thing. My old friend, Judd, who used to be on this channel, if you look at the bottom of my list, ages upon ages ago, he picked up Star Wars Battlefront 2 just after I did. And he was playing through the campaign, and he couldn't get past the first mission. He was getting his ass handed to him. Like, the first time I'd ever played it, the same sort of thing. Like, he was getting trounced. And as a joke, I fired up my version of Battlefront 2, and fired up the first mission, on maximum difficulty, right? Well, by the time we got to the end of the first mission, I'd gotten to Kashyyyk. Which is about 4 missions in.
That's
and
spiteful, isn't it?
It was fucking funny.
Yeah,
he was just so irritated by it. And then by the time he got to Felucia, I'd gotten to the Jedi Temple, and that's when he gave up. It was so funny, and I kept offering to help him out, and he kept telling me to bugger off. Now
he kept telling you to go fuck yourself.
No, he told me to piss off, actually, but yeah. I found it so funny to me. Because he actually did that to me in another game we were playing. Mountain Blade. We were playing Mountain Blade online. And I get my ass handed to him, and he kept...
Why does the moon never change? It's always the exact same crescent.
No, it's not. It changes. You just have to stay around for a few nights for it to change. So yeah. What else? Just Cause 3. I'm actually thinking of picking up Just Cause 2, because it looks like just the sort of open world sandbox fuck-abouty game I'm interested in at the moment. And... what else? New Star Wars Battlefront.
We've been spending hours looking at a horse's ass.
Yeah, the audience won't mind.
Implying there is an audience in the first place.
Hey, I watch these. I have to when I edit them. So, yeah, but the thing that turned me off Battlefront, the new Star Wars Battlefront 2015, which incidentally, instead of calling it Battlefront 3, they're just calling it Battlefront again to screw with everyone's filing systems.
Yeah, they'll call Battlefront 3. People will call Battlefront 3. They'll be like the fan name, and that'll be what everyone calls it.
Yeah, but I watched the trailer, and it was a live-action trailer about one of the developers, and it mentioned nothing about the game. It said, we went back to the original LucasArts. We looked back at all the original movies, and we looked at the models, and we went to the studio, and we looked at all the original models and dioramas, and, we looked back at the original canon, and nowhere in the trailer did it say, oh, we looked at the game and went, okay, spaceship combat is a bit lacking, so we decided to vamp that up again. Add 2 you know, cruisers, multiple destroyers,
Rob,
or someone going to the ground levels and going, the rocket launcher has 0 splash damage and the blaster rifle is a bit overpowered. Let's tweak with these gameplay physics a bit, and, you know, stuff like that. All they said was, we're going to wank off the original source material. And that turned me off it, because I went, yeah, these guys
Rob,
obviously don't care about the game.
have you ever seen a single trailer? Did you see this trailer for Colonial Marines?
No.
It was exactly the same. The trailer for Aliens Colonial Marines. It's about how, oh, who did we get back? Hudson, I think? It was Hudson, probably. Oh, we got Hudson back. Oh, we're going right back into the movies. This is going to feel just like Alien.
Oh,
Aliens.
God. You've just filled me with even more despair now.
Because, what? So, Battlefront 2015 is going to be the Colonial Marines of Star Wars.
It's also being done by EA, so there's going to be 50,000 micropayments in it as well. Oh, God. Maybe I'm just going to replay Battlefront 2 20 million times and pretend the new one never exists. That's depressing.
Wait until it comes out, play it, and then decide.
Ugh.
And then, of course, I'll just wait for the reviews to come out. It's usually what I do. Wait for Yahtzee and for Total Biscuits and Angry Joe.
See, you watch a lot more game reviewers than I do.
I
I watch a lot of Let's Players. I just like Let's Plays more
Let's
than
Plays,
reviews.
I prefer reviews to actually like an analysis of a game.
I just
How
like
good the
watching someone
gameplay
playing
is.
a game in their personal opinion as opposed to a critical one.
Yeah.
Though I do retrospective videos where I critically pan some of my favourite games. Incidentally, I got a dislike on my first ever dislike was when I critically panned Ratchet and Clank All for One, because, as I've honestly truly stated, it doesn't feel like a true Ratchet and Clank game. The camera is wrong and the tone is just not what I would call a Ratchet
Do you
and Clank
really
game.
have to repeat all of your points?
Yeah, I do.
Of course you do.
Shut up. Right. No, we're gonna leave these Walton. We're gonna leave Walton Gang to do whatever he wants. Let's carry on riding
such
through.
a good citizen.
Would you like me to stop and murder everyone? Because that's what
Well,
they normally do.
Soon. Maybe when we return to Mexico, kill some Mexicans trying to cross the border. Be
None
a
of them
good
cross the border
American.
in this game. But everyone's happy living in Mexico. There's
That must be the only game in existence.
a
where
revolution
Mexicans
just
stay in Mexico.
happened. You know, it's beautiful. Oh, look. We'll go to a nice, friendly farm. Doesn't appear to be anyone home, though. Oh well, carry on. Back on our journey.
Right, well, we finished talking about the game news. Have you got anything else?
Not overly. I mean, yeah, the only games I'm excited for are Batman Arkham Knight, Just Cause 3, and Star Wars Battlefront, kind of.
And as for me, well, my list of games is absolutely none.
I am actually excited about Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade, and I'm interested, well, sort of interested in Space Hulk Deathwing, which looks to me like basically Left 4 Dead
Crusade would be
2.
interesting, given that I've heard Mr. McNeil's writing it.
Yeah, he is. He's actually
Yeah.
writing a story for it.
But then again, I'm kind of concerned because Mr. McNeil, his writing can be very hit and miss. I mean, my absolute favourite and my second
I
favourite,
always you call him McNeil. I always call him McNell.
he's Scottish, Rob.
I always call him Graham McNell.
McNell is not Scottish. McNeil is Scottish. McNell makes him sound like a retired Irishman.
Everyone loves the Irish.
Because they beat shit up and they drink to excess.
What's not to love? Oh, that's where.
But anyway, his writing is very hit and miss. I mean, A Thousand Suns is my second favourite horror seriously book of all time, and yet Vengeful Spirit is one of my least, and they're both penned by him.
Nah.
Again,
No, don't worry. You can go into detail about 40k stuff. I do a lot of 40k videos, so don't worry.
I just completely lost track of thought. My mind temporarily went off the rails.
Oh, yes.
This
Off the
wouldn't
rails,
happen-
lol.
This wouldn't happen if I am weed.
Shut up, nobody cares. Right. Oh yeah, we're not going to go through here, but this is the haunted town where you can occasionally see ghosts.
What
And
are
it's
the ghosts
creepy.
like?
They're just sort of shades, outlines of people. It's kind of, it's just sort of meh, in my opinion. I mostly just come here to kill the gang members and burn down the buildings if I'm able to.
Yay!
Well, I commit arson. It's fine. Right.
Arson, murdering, and jaywalk.
What else is there? But Eternal Crusade, I kind of find it odd that it's an MMO, but the MMO, it's a free-to-play MMO, and if you don't buy the game, you can still play it completely for free, download it completely for free. but you're only allowed to play as the orcs, which I find is a good way to boost the orc numbers, because apparently they did a poll and 70% of people said they'd play as Space Marines.
Of course they would.
So no one else would play as anything else. So to try and pad out the numbers, they're giving away orcs as free to play. But if it remains free to play for PlayStation 4, I'd get it for PlayStation 4. But if it became if you had to pay for the PS4 subscription fees, then I would probably get a decent PC and run it on PC. And with PC, I could probably do mods so I could play as the Lamenters.
I just want a Dawn of War 3.
Not gonna happen. You do know that Dawn of War is in the hands of Sega, right? Who made Sonic the Hedgehog and Aliens Colonial Marines. So
And Sega also happened to own the... who do they own? Good grief. Yay, I had a brain fart.
cool.
They own the Total War guys.
Oh,
Who made Napoleon Total War,
great
Empire
game.
Total War.
Eh,
Actually, Empire Total War is not particularly good. Medieval 2 Total War.
it's okay.
Okay, you barely even played it.
The thing is, I like Napoleon because I like guns. I honestly,
Oh.
I think the addition of guns and the cavalry and stuff actually balances out the combat. I played Rome Total War on Judd's computer quite a few times, and I just didn't like it because it seemed
You mean
very
Rome
broken.
2? Rome 2. Well, Rome 2 was very broken for a very long time. If you like guns, I do not know why you haven't got yourself Napoleon Fall of Samurai. Because there is nothing more fun than 2 batteries of Gatling guns mowing the shit out of samurai running at you with swords.
That does seem cathartic, but it would get a bit old. I like to have a
trust
bit
me,
of
it doesn't get
context.
old. Believe
Like,
me,
I can appreciate over-the-top violence, which is like, I love Painkiller and 90 Shooters, and definitely they provide that.
so you
but-
haven't played Hatred.
No, what's that?
It's that game about a nihilist who just, his only goal is to kill everyone, literally.
That doesn't sound...
It's the game that is like, everyone hates because it's just, I will kill everything.
Yeah, that's just fucking retarded. I like a bit of context. Like Painkiller, you're fighting demons. You're to save your soul and get passage into heaven. You're fighting demons, or Doom.
Sounds
You're
like
the
the
Doom
dream of
Marine
a
fighting
heroine,
demons. No, it's actually really
Have you ever
good.
been able
Have you
to
ever
get-
played Painkiller?
Have you been able to get Doom to work?
No, Doom's never worked. It worked once, and I made a 30-minute video which became corrupted, and I had to delete it. I was so irritated because I really had a lot of fun, like the half an hour I played it.
Because you want to get Sergeant Mark IV's blood mod.
Stop making sounds. It just completely blows out the audio.
Isn't that the point?
No, it's not. And this microphone probably doesn't pick that up, so all it would sound is
You're
like
gonna
a
ride
gurgle.
into a train and die, aren't you?
There are no trains in multiplayer. They removed them just for that reason.
Depressing.
No, it's actually decent. To get run over by a train would be rage-inducing.
To be run over by a train is fun.
No, it's not.
Are you back in Mexico?
I am back in Mexico. See? Back in Mexico.
Arriba, hungry.
Arriba. Pew. I love... Well, since we're running out of things to do and we're running on, making sound effects,
You know my sister. You know everyone's sister.
I can't believe they got away with that, like, back in the day.
Oh,
I
just
love Speedy Gonzales,
They've gotten away with a hell of a lot.
but Roadrunner's definitely the best, and I always support Coyote. Just as in Tom and Jerry, which incidentally I love as well, and if I could have a copy of the Chuck Jones plus the original Tom and Jerry's, I would. I always support Tom over Jerry. I find Jerry an asshole. A lot of the episodes, Jerry instigates the violence, and then Tom's the one that gets punished for it. And I just think, Jerry, you little shit, I want to drop an anvil on your head. There are a few episodes where Tom starts the violence and Jerry rightfully kicks his ass for it. But most of them are Jerry actually being the instigator, and it pisses me off that Jerry gets away with it.
That's because you have far too strong a sense of justice.
I like Tom. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, Tom does try
Well,
and
my-
eat him, and he's a bit of a dick, but...
My first ever Tom and Jerry was the movie from the 90s.
Oh,
in which
God.
Tom and Jerry talked. That was the first time I ever actually saw Tom and Jerry. I think I was about 5.
Oh, God. You had the worst experience of your first. Incidentally, that reminds me, really funny. You know Avatar: The Last Airbender?
You actually watch it?
No, but I'll explain it to you. Judd tried to get me to watch it. He tried to buy the complete box series and give it to me as for him going away to America as a present. And he couldn't find it. But I was telling him how I've only ever watched 2 episodes of it,
It's
okay?
actually really, really good if you've ever...
Yeah, I've heard everyone say that, but I've
It
never
is
actually
really good,
watched it.
seriously. It's better than The Legend of Korra, which is basically quite retarded, and it has the completely inexplicable lesbian ending because we need to be progressive.
Okay, well, to each their own. But I only ever watched 2 episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, right? And when I told Judd what the ones that I watched, he laughed out loud, because apparently I watched the very best episode and the very worst episode. I watched one episode, the first one I watched, which was they were in this canyon with some rock-moving, earthbending guys, and they were each arguing with each other, the 2 tribes, and Aang lied and made up this bullshit story to get the teams to work together. And I thought, this is horrible, this is a crappy show, why does everyone like it? And it was just, the message behind it was garbage. And then I watched this other episode, which went into the backstory of Aang and the Fire Prince?
Yeah, the Fire
Zuko?
Prince. Yeah, Zuko.
Okay. And I thought, wow, this is a really good episode. Maybe it's a sort of a hit and miss sort of show. And I never watched it again.
It's largely hits, trust
But
me.
yeah, it was funny because he burst out laughing. He's like, dude, you've watched the very best and the very worst episodes of that show. So,
I'll probably get it for you. I mean, I normally managed to get you to watch Cowboy Bebop.
which is also a very good show.
The best dubbed anime ever. I mean, I prefer to watch my anime subbed. I mean, never watched the dubbed version of Ava. Neon Genesis Evangelion's dubbed version is appalling.
Yeah, I don't really
voices
know
are
much
fucking
anime
shit.
aside from you. I mean, I watched Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, a bit of Desert Punk, and I don't know if you'd class Ruby as anime. I think it's more just...
It's made in the West. I mean, to be anime, it has to be made in Japan.
Okay, then
I mean,
it doesn't qualify.
there is a bit of a debate because Avatar uses the anime style. Then again, one of the most hilarious things, the Boondocks uses the anime style. And there's nothing more hilarious than seeing the Boondocks, a thing which has a TV series, anime TV series, which uses the anime style with the big eyes and the particular expressives, and uses the constant repetition of the term nigger, including that famous song, "Any way you feel."
No, I don't want to have to bleep out stuff on the...
To me.
I don't want to
I
have...
could sing nigger all day long.
I don't want to have to bleep out stuff in my videos.
You're probably going to have to just bleep it all. You're probably going to cut that whole section, haven't you?
I'll just put my bleep sound effect over the top. When
Oh.
Judd said a lot of, got really drunk and said a couple of bad words he shouldn't have, I ended up making a homemade bleep sound effect and put it over the top, which is really hilarious because it's just me going bleep.
Oh, good lord.
It's so ghetto, as with my entire setup here.
That's how the way New Zealand works. We're ghetto.
We're not ghetto, we just jury rig. 2x4 and number 8 fencing wire, guys. You know the one.
4x2.
Oh, 4x2 and number 8 fencing wire, you are correct. 4x2 and number 8 fencing wire, you can do anything. I mean, as a country, we made our own tanks in World War II. Out of
Yeah.
a tractor, a tin shed, and a machine gun.
4 machine guns, actually.
I mean, worked perfectly
And
fine.
it couldn't shift gears on a slope.
Well, it doesn't need to. There are no slopes in this country, are there? Yes, I know, I'm lying. Shut up.
Right.
Whatever. So, yeah.
What the hell were we even talking about?
Anime.
Oh, anime. What have I been watching? Well, lately I've been, principally been watching Unlimited Blade Works because I'm a huge Faith fag. Faith fan. Sorry, on the chans we term ourselves fags.
I don't even understand these Chan things.
Oh, it's board culture. It's sort of, I mean, I spend my time...
You sound like one of those smug, oh, it's a new kind of culture, you just wouldn't get it, it's just not you.
Be glad I'm not on Reddit. Fucking Reddit fags. Now they are snooty bastards. We and 4chan at the very least were capable of poking holes in ourselves. I mean, I spend all my time on TG, sometimes on A, much less time on TV, because good god, all those people do is talk about feet and what actress I like to bang. Although I do like a bit of bang posting from now and again.
Ah. Well, TV is a good place to go to. What? Any TV series you watched recently? I watched once, just out of, as a fire off, I watched Arrow, Flash, Once Upon a Time, and The Blacklist.
You're so pleb. Your choices are all pleb.
Probably.
Pleb tier. That's what TV would say about you.
Yeah.
Then again, what have I watched recently? Well, aside from rewatching The West Wing for the umpteenth time. Because
Great show.
It is the god among TV shows. It, to me, is a very epitome of what TV can be, is The West Wing.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Some people can say it's better shows. I mean, a close friend of mine says The Sopranos is better, and there's another one who says Breaking Bad. I've seen both. I love both. West Wing's still a top for me.
That's a personal opinion thing. I can agree with that.
It's all personal opinions. See, when it comes to your waifus. When it comes to your waifus, it's either Ray or Asuka. Over there, it's Saber or Rin.
I have no idea. You just talked a different language.
Whenever I talk about 4chan stuff, he gets this little cross-eyed look. It's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, Concord! Concord! Oh, the game came back alive for a second there. Almost got interesting.
It was never interesting to begin with.
Well, the thing is, this game can be very interesting. I deliberately made it boring, because all I was doing was on a sightseeing tour. And I didn't even do any decent camera angle pans. We just mostly watched Concord riding along the wastes. Oh well, we're going somewhere exciting.
We spent like half an hour looking at Concord's ass. Yay, we've been
you just
watching...
fart?
I farted like 10 minutes ago.
I don't, for the audience who doesn't know, I've lost 90% of my sense of smell. So it's very rare that I smell something, but I just smelt that then 10 minutes after you did it, and it's disgusting.
It's because I had time to fester.
Ugh.
Like Uncle Fester from the Addams Family.
I've watched The Addams Family.
What? You haven't watched the Addams Family?
No.
Rob, you watched Cartoon Network. You saw the Addams Family.
Don't remember it.
You probably don't remember it.
Yep.
TV is just not...
Stay, Concord.
Children's TV is shit these days.
I'll agree with that. Like, back in my time, I used to watch, like, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I used to watch Tom and Jerry. I used to watch the Looney Tunes.
Way to date this TV thing.
Shut up. But now,
look at me.
All of it is Adventure Time and regular show and absolute crap.
Yes, crap. I mean, my day, we had really good stuff. We had Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles. We had Men in Black, the animated series. We had the original run of Pokemon and Digimon and Dragon Ball Z, which I absolutely adored. And Card Captors, although I recently rewatched the original Japanese dub, and I actually prefer the Japanese to the English, because the Japanese version of Card Captors is better. It's more interesting, it's not quite as cut to hell.
Ah, well, guess what? I'm making the video exciting.
We'll just talk about shit, because it'll be fun.
I've taken over the control of this fortress, and now I'm monitoring the guns.
You're killing those poor horses, they didn't deserve it.
No, the horses don't deserve it. In fact, no one deserves it. But hey, I had to make something about this video interesting.
Yeah, 50 minutes into it, we've probably only got like 10 minutes to go. So when you die, we'll just finish.
Well, no, the thing is, I've actually stayed on this gun for quite a long time, actually.
Yeah.
So, you know...
We'll probably just cut this off after 10 minutes, because an hour and 10 is how long the people we're ripping this off from did it.
Well,
so
do it.
Do it. Yes, do it.
Now, but is there anything else? We're back on the subject of TV. Is there any TV shows that you'd like to see make a return, like a remake of? Like any old sort of...
I can't really think of anything, to be honest.
Because they're remaking Thunderbirds, which
Now that's something that's good. I went to Weta, and I spoke with some of the people.
Anyone knowing, not knowing, Weta workshops where...
They make all the good shite.
They did all the work for Lord of the Rings and
the
Hobbit and King Kong and
they did
all
a whole
those.
bunch more. I think they did Power Rangers as well.
No, I think they did actually.
But you don't think you watched Power Rangers? I watched it.
No, I never actually did watch Power Rangers. It just seemed too dumb to me.
Power Rangers was banned in New Zealand for years because of the whole "it will corrupt our children" thing from the 90s, and yet it was filmed here. It was filmed here and it couldn't be screened here for like 10 years.
Really?
So. Yeah. I love it. I just find it hilarious. But yeah, I went to Weta, I talked to some people there, and I think the new Thunderbirds is in good hands. I mean, seeing those designs, I will admit that Lady Penelope looks too sexy. I'm not even saying that. But I love the design of Parker. I mean, he looks the same as he used to. I absolutely adore it. And they got the same guy to voice him. For that
Really?
reason,
That's pretty cool.
Dame
5
Sylvia,
minutes.
Dame Sylvia Anderson, that's Jerry Anderson's wife, she's voicing Lady Penelope's aunt. So she's back in it. So at least 2 of the old people who did Thunderbirds back in the 60s are back, which
Oh,
is
that's
really
alright.
awesome. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot more international than the old one. I mean, I saw some of the sets when I was on Weta Workshop. They're going to Switzerland, they're going to Japan.
Oh, yeah.
So, as opposed to the old one, they're actually branching out a fair bit.
What do you mean by going to Switzerland and going to Japan?
Well,
They always
one
used
of the,
to.
Yeah, but the sets, I mean, I don't think there was that many from various distances. I mean,
Oh,
things.
that's a good place as any to end the video.
Yeah, we can talk about other stuff. Well, thank you very much, listeners, for suffering along with us for the last...
No. I do the same intro the extra that I always do for every one of my videos.
Really?
Yes,
okay,
I am.
What's your exo?
My extra for every one of my videos is... Oh,
To stand on a tall point and do a badass pose.
well, yeah, I
Why
always do
not?
that, but thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you all again
Guys,
another time.
What about girls? What about women?
Do you think any of them watch this?
No.
Exactly.
That's because we're both kissless virgins.
No, I got the first base with
Oh,
Kate.
good
Yeah, I had a
God.
girlfriend.
I had a girlfriend and I never got anywhere except for going on a few dates.
Boo, I win.
Oh, you win.
Well, with his misery, thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you all